just so y'all know, I'm in a great mood. And technically, I'm already waiting, technically. But besides that, our topic is caring. And I am going to leave some of these videos up because I know I care. I care, so I will. I will, so I care. And I've found another topic about caring, because we already covered about the cost of caring. And we said, don't be a Karen with your cost of caring. Yeah, don't be a Karen with your cost of caring. We already talked about how caring is like everything else that we've talked about. There's a spectrum. How much you care. They could say, I care a lot, but that doesn't equal your lot, right? They could think they care a lot about, let's say, Pokemon. I care about Pokemon, but you might not care about Pokemon as much as someone else cares about Pokemon. We talked about caretaker, being a caretaker. And in the end, someone is going to be taking care of you. Yeah. Someone will end up taking care of you. You think not? You hope so. Let's put it that way. You hope someone will be taking care of you that knows you, and not some orderly that's getting paid. Care. And so now we're at the topic of care that some of you are just not prepared for. You're just not. Nope, you're not. And it's the caring about what others think. And if you have never cared, well, there you go. You never cared. You never had to make adjustments for someone else's comfort. You never had to switch around your schedule because you care. I mean, why else did you cancel that? Why else did you not show for that one thing? Wasn't it because you was doing something else? And what others think of us and how much we care about that. Whether it be other people or other things or other beings. How much they care. You know, recently a bee just came up to me, and since the topic is caring, I had to think about my relationship with these bees. And I said it as bee as in nicely, like I say car, when we're really talking about a truck. We're talking about a wasp. That's what we're really talking about. And how I don't have to worry about the wasp because this wasp has a certain level of care for me that it might not have for you. Okay. Now, why does this bee creature care about me? Well, they all seem to. Every single last little honey bee, carpenter bee, wasp, yellow jacket, you name it, these creatures that we call bees, they all dig me. It's a good way to say it. They dig me so much that I have to worry about others around me because that bee's not going to treat them the same. That bee does not care about them. Somehow these bees are willing to risk their life, right? They're not even thinking about stinging me. No. They approach me like I'm some sort of gentle giant. And they hang out like I'm some sort of flower. I don't know. The bees have got it twisted. They don't know what I am. They're confused. They care about me. They don't know they shouldn't The bees don't get in their head that they should not care, that they shouldn't be over here, that they should really be doing their job over there. And so others get around me and the bee might bite them. I don't mean for it to, especially if it's my child. And shouldn't my child come running up to me whenever my child wants to? And here's the bee that wasn't bothering me, the bee that I didn't even take note of. So how do bees treat me? Do I like it? Do I care about it? Do I see any advantage to it? Do I care that they care, and am I curious about their caring? Does it make me feel special that these bees treat me differently? Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's almost like bragging rights. It's like, oh yeah, well, I guess I'm a bee charmer. I'll go do it. I mean, sometimes it's a task that needs to be done, and others are afraid of bees, whether it's for good reason or not. It's like my father, my daddy, he don't need to be around bees. And I'll be quick to say, Daddy, let me do it. Let me do it, Daddy. Because I know the bee is going to sting the out of him. But me, no. No. Even if I've come to kill the bee treats me differently. And how do I feel about that? I mean, especially when I'm getting ready to do the same thing that my daddy was going to do. I'm just now going to do it for my daddy. I mean, does the bee know that I actually care when I kill it? It actually affects me. I actually feel bad about it. And I see it as a task, like war almost, like I have to kill the bee. This is what is required of me. What about them computers? How does the computer react? Right? How does the computer react to my doings? Well, you would think that me touching a computer is the same thing as you touching a computer. We should be able to say that, right? We should be able to. But I have that one in my bank. Like I have that one in my back pocket. Like that's my ace in the hole. Like that's my bread and butter. That's my oops, you didn't know? You didn't know, computer? You didn't know, robot? No one told you that some people are different? And that some people are just not like other people? I touch you, you can go, bye-bye. I don't mean to. I mean, it's not like I do it on purpose. I wonder what would happen if I actually tried. If I actually put forth a little bit of effort in making you go. And then, what are you, computer? You're just a paperweight now. Oh no, my paper. That's my reaction. How much do I care about your demise, computer? I still have you in my closet. I must care. Lord knows you may never work again. But I care enough because of all my music files. I mean, I do care. I mean, do I see you, computer, as something that could have been, if it was allowed to continue, to become something like life? No, I never saw you as such. But now I've been informed that, yeah, there was a possibility. Now how do I feel that all I did was touch the screen and That's all I did. So your care, what you care, and how you feel about how others care about you. Have you ever thought about it? How they care about you or don't care about you? Like, yeah, there's been plenty of people that have been far away that have needed cough syrup. Yeah, I said that word. Now, in my eyes, they were sick. And y'all out there wouldn't give them cough syrup. Now, I personally feel like in your cabinets, you have cough syrup. So, in some ways, I feel like it's like your neighbor asking for sugar and you have sugar, but you won't give up the sugar. But in this case, someone's going to have to suffer more than they would have to suffer if it was just sugar because they're sick, they're coughing, they think they have COVID, and you won't even give up the cough syrup. And you say, well, I think it's their fault. I don't think that it's my job to give them cough syrup. I think that they should have their own cough syrup. Well, that just shows you've never cared before. You never cared about someone else being okay. Maybe you think they're going to do something wrong with your cough syrup. Maybe you think they're going to just drink it for kicks, to get drunk or something. Okay. Maybe the same thing with sugar. Maybe you feel like they're not even using it for sweet tea or Kool-Aid, that they're taking that sugar and they're just going out there and reselling the sugar. Okay. And that they didn't even need the sugar anyway. Maybe that's how you feel about it when someone asks you for something, right? But how are they supposed to perceive you now? Your lack of caring. Yeah, your lack of caring. Because you were so close by. And obviously you saw it just like I did. They asked for cough syrup. Now, does it change when this person on down the line, yeah, you weren't able to give them cough syrup? Or yeah, you wanted to go visit them, but you never found the time. Or you thought about it, but you thought maybe it's a bad time right now. And then days go by, weeks go by. They're no longer sick. They're no longer living in that house no more. Things change. They're no longer anywhere you even know about. Let's say they've blocked you. You're no longer a person of their life. You're no longer welcome at their table. Do you still remember that cough syrup? And how nobody showed up to buy it, give it out of their cabinet, or nothing. Just like that sugar. Nobody was willing to give that person a cup of sugar. How much do these people care? And because you're over here going, damn, all they have to do is walk across the street and give them some damn sugar. It's just sugar, y'all. You're treating it like it's something more. How much do they care? How much did you care? And how much did the person care now that's blocked you? And should you even give a shit that they never got their coffee or sugar? Because you're not welcome at their table now. Oh, well, you cared. You didn't do anything. But let's say you did. Let's say you went and bought them 5 bottles of cough syrup. In the end of ends, where are you at? You're still not at their table anymore. You're still not welcome. Do you see how this goes? So caring. What people do or what things do when they care about you, right? Because it's all about caring. My favorite thought is how much the being that made me cares. That's one of my favorite thoughts to think about. because I see myself as like a piece of artwork by my creator, right? Might as well. I'm an artist. I might as well view it that way. So if I see myself as a piece of artwork created by my creator, and I care about the bee, the bumblebee. I mean, the bumblebee cares about me and I care about it. How does he care about me? And how I care about. See? Caring. Caring. If this world was more of a caring place, what would it look like? What would it look like if someone put on Facebook that they needed some cough syrup or sugar, and everybody in the surrounding cities that were close by, from 10 minutes away to 30 minutes away, went and got them some cough syrup and sugar, and then they was like, wow, I didn't know so many people cared. Do you realize that that changes people's lives? Somehow they even end up on the news somehow, going, look at all this cough drops and cough syrup and sugar and sweet tea that I got. Caring. And how a simple act of caring cannot just change one person. It can just change the world. Because then maybe somebody will be like, oh, wow, someone's in real need over there. Maybe if I just go and help a little bit. I mean, what is it to me? How much effort is it of mine just to go help? Just like today at Walmart. Just like today. I saw these people needing help. And I helped. I also had an odd interaction with someone from a different culture. See, I'm used to 2 different cultures. And that's about it. Now, I study other cultures. I learn their language. But I'm not really accustomed. So I really don't know if I've offended or if I've not did the right protocol. Because I'm always trying to be doing the right thing. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that try to do the right thing. Oh, who would have thought it? Who would have thought I'd be one of those? So this Asian lady who runs the Chinese restaurant, she recognized me, right? But as far as I care, everybody recognizes me, so that's not a big thing. And she's like, oh, that's the noise she made. And I did like I normally do, and I said, excuse me. Because me and her were both looking for a certain aisle. We both thought the juice aisle was the soda aisle, and I don't need no juice. So I'm down at the soda aisle helping, right? I'm helping. And so she notices that I'm helping. And who am I helping? Is it someone I know? Why is that always people's thoughts when you're helping? When you care, when you show caring for strangers, people automatically assume you know them. Like, you can't show you care about anybody. Because if you show you care, it's like, that's so odd. It's like you're leaving yourself vulnerable or something. I don't know. It's like, you stepped out of your way. This is what I'm talking about here. And all I did was something so simple. I just lifted some water. I'm a strong girl. I can do that. No problem. See, effort. Something else we talked about. My effort to lift that water was no big deal. I did 2 of them. No problem. There was no problem here. The 2 ladies together couldn't do it. They were worried about having to get someone else to do it. I did it. No big deal. And the lady asked me, oh, did you know them? No. I know you more just because I teach at the school and your daughter is in one of my classes that I love. And I like your Chinese food. It's great food. I wish you would go back to the old uh, noodle crackers that were handmade. Those were the bomb. But I understand it's how much you care about the product. It's just easier for you to get these cheap crackers. But no, didn't tell her that. Wanted to, but I kept it short, ladies and gentlemen. I kept it short. Not like I do with y'all. That just shows how much I care. Laters.